Hello and welcome to the Lebanese Physicians Podcast. This is our second episode after our inaugural episode yesterday. Today, I have a very special guest with me. Her name is Yara Diab, and she is 8 years old. And she has actually lived in multiple places around the world, including the city of Indianapolis, Indiana, where she was born. And then she moved to Beirut, Lebanon, where she lived there for 2 years. And now she is living in the Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States of America. And without further ado, we will talk to the great Yara Diab right now. Yara Diab, so tell me a bit about yourself, like when you were born and how you moved to Beirut and stuff like that. How did that happen?
Okay, so I was in Indiana once, and then my parents had a fight. And then after that, I was crying. So then we didn't go. But then several years later, they had another fight, and then the Lebanese side won, so we went to Lebanon. I already know this whole story. I was in my bedroom.
Okay, so that's a very interesting story, which does not give us a lot of information about what happened. So how did you feel when the move happened? Like as a child, how did you feel when the move happened to Beirut?
It was sad. I knew it would have been a bad move, and it was a bad move. And I was pretty sad, and I didn't know what to do. And I tried crying, but it didn't work. So I just didn't know what to do. And then I lost my friend, and I was sad. But I went to a sleepover with my best friend, so that made me really happy. And there was a Christmas party, so I was like, I'm happy that I went before, after Christmas, not before Christmas.
Okay, good thoughts, Yara. So tell us about your arrival in Lebanon and how your feelings were over there, please.
Okay, so the airport smelled like a rotten egg, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to pretend this was a visit. And I'm just going to pretend this is like, fun of a visit. And then we're finally going to go back to America. Well, that didn't happen. But yeah. And the first thing I noticed was trash. And then that started to be the most hated thing about Lebanon I've ever experienced in my life. I hate trash.
Okay, and where do you think the rotten egg smell was coming from at the airport?
The trash!
Where was the trash stored?
Around the airport.
Right. So why was there trash around the airport?
Because people and the president throw the trash around the airport because they have nowhere else to put it, even though they have so much space, and they usually burn it, so they just burn it.
Okay, good answer, Madam Yara Diab. Okay, now tell us about like how you did you enjoy like being with your grandparents and your aunt and uncles and your mom's cousins and stuff?
Well, my uncle lives in Cyprus,
Okay,
but he came.
okay,
And yeah, I kind of enjoyed being with my grandma. Sometimes, because sometimes she said that you didn't eat anything, and then I eat like 200 chickens. But then the other grandma, she's fine. She's like, I don't know. Like, she's okay. But then there comes my aunt. And my aunt is the best and most comforting person in the whole entire world. So I really liked being with my aunt. But then comes Alice. Alice is my favorite person to play with. So we can play any game we want. She introduced me to now my favorite game on my iPad.
what's your favorite game?
Adopt Me.
Good. So the move to Lebanon introduced you to Adopt Me. Can we say that?
We can.
Right. Good. And then, can you tell me a bit about your school? Did you like it? Did you like the school? Did you make any friends at school?
So I tried to make friends. Most of the people there were me. And most of them locked me out of the door, so into the classroom. And the teacher didn't care. She just sit in her spot. I guess it was fine. I liked the playground. And they made a new playground. So there was like rock climbing areas and stuff like that. My aunt used to work there, so I guess that was fun. So she told me a lot about the school. And, the school's really big. It's pretty nice. It taught me some stuff, so I guess that's fine. It's like, if we graded it from a 0 to 10, it would be a 5. It's not that great. It's just a 5.
Okay, and how about I remember you had some some good friends that you made because we used to go out with their parents and stuff like great friends. I'm not gonna say names because it's not good to say names right now. But did you like them? These friends?
Yeah, I actually did.
Okay.
So we just like met a friend, and then that friend had a friend, and then we met that friend.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Did you like your first grade teacher more or your second grade teacher?
Second, she's my favorite teacher in my whole life.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so there was something good about the school. You had your favorite teacher in your whole life at the school.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
Now we can rate a 6.
And what about did you like did you like life in Lebanon, like in terms of like doing things, seeing family, all this other stuff?
Okay, I guess the sea and the ocean were fine. The skiing was amazing. I liked skiing. But the problem was there was so much trash everywhere. I couldn't drink from regular taps. And then whenever I kind of want to talk something regular to you guys, I always see you guys talking about something bad in Lebanon. So I guess that was bad. But I guess there was sea and mountains, so that was nice. If there was no sea and mountains, I would hate it a lot. But I kind of like it because of sea and mountains. My cousin was there. My family was there. So Lebanon is a 7 out of 10.
It's what?
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. So that's good. 7 out of 10 is very good. It's a very good score that you gave it.
Yeah.
And so what was bad? What was bad about it? Like with the banks? Was there something wrong with the banks?
Yeah, no, they weren't giving dollars. I don't have personally a bank account, so I don't really care. Like, I have some dollars. I don't only 5. I used to have 70, but like, so they were worth a lot, a lot. So I was happy about that. But my parents had a bank account, so whenever I wanted to talk to them, they were talking to other people who had a bank account, and those other people were talking back about their bank account, and they were just talking about dollars. And I didn't get anything, and now I get everything, and it gets boring.
How did you make $70?
So I had 150,000 lira, and we could still trade lira for dollars. So I traded lira for dollars.
And you traded it before it lost more value, right?
Yes.
All right. Can you tell us more about your stay in the mountains at your grandparents' house?
Yeah, so they had like a garden that you could pick fruits from. It was like a really big spacious garden. I used like these climber things like monkey bars, so it was really nice. I used to like play there and do stuff, and they were renovating this room to make it like a hotel room for someone to stay to get more money. So like I helped them renovate it and clean it. So that was nice. Also, Alice, my favorite cousin, she also came there. So we started playing games with each other. We see each other like every single day. So that was fun. And also, the reason we went to the mountains is my grandparents are there. So we would see a lot of family there. We also see my grandparents' sister. So that was nice. We would also go to my favorite place called Swings. It has like lots of stuff that you can swing on, or they're not glide on, or what's it called again?
Go on.
No, it's like
Slide on.
no, it's like
Zip
zip line.
line.
So you can go on these zip lines. They're really nice. They have obstacle courses. I went on the high zip line. It's not the most hardest because the most hardest has more obstacle courses for you to do. But the highest one was pretty fun. I went on it with my cousin. And also,
Why are you smiling right now?
so my mom was opening a wine bottle, and it sounded like someone farted 5 times.
Okay. Excellent stuff here. Excellent stuff. I like it. I like what you just said. Okay, now let's go back to our discussion here, which is very important. Were you happy to leave Lebanon, or were you sad?
I was both. I was happy because I didn't have to see trash anymore, but I was sad because my family was there.
Okay. You don't see trash over here in the U.S.?
Nope. Some trash, actually.
Yeah.
I can't say there's a country that has no trash. I wish there was. But, like, there is not. So, I guess I was like, no trash. Not as much as Lebanon. You know, that's great.
Okay.
That's something.
Now, can you tell us more before you left? You know that a small explosion happened in Beirut, a very small one.
Well,
Can you tell us more about it?
Well-
And were you there when it happened?
yes, I was, and I wouldn't call it that so much of a small explosion. I would call it like the fourth biggest explosion in the world. How about we say that? Okay, so I was inside the house. I was going to my iPad to play Dummy, like always. Not my house, maybe my grandma's house. Yeah, my grandma's house. And then the ground started shaking. It shaked and shaked and shaked and shaked and shaked. It was like a big earthquake. And then we all ran to the bathroom. Glass started breaking. And my dad did the stupidest thing ever. He went to the balcony to see if our car was okay. So if it happened again, then he would die. So, congratulations. You're lucky that it didn't happen again. You know, that's great. So, basically, my mom was really scared. She was scared it would happen again. She was like, what if it happens again? And then I was like, I want to get out of here. But then I started getting scared because my mom was scared. And then I started shaking, so I thought there was still an earthquake because it shook so hard.
Okay. So was it scary for you?
Yes.
And did you enjoy it?
No, I thought I was gonna die.
Okay.
I was gonna.
All right, Yara. That was a great interview. And can you tell me more about DC? Like, how would you compare DC to Lebanon?
Okay, DC has a lot of monuments. DC has the president. DC is pretty nice. It's kind of alive if you go to the capital, like the actual capital. Like, I live in Maryland, but if I go to the actual DC, it has like monuments. The president lives there. It's pretty nice, except for some protests, so we could go. And like, there was no trash. I think that's great. I think that's amazing. So there's people picking up the trash. That's amazing. There are some small lakes. We went to the reflection lake. That was amazing. Like, you could see the reflection of a monument. I took some pictures of that. It was really nice. And then we went to like other monuments, like the Lincoln Monument, the George Washington Monument. We saw the White House before. We did the White House garden tour. And, you know, when we go to Georgetown, it's kind of alive. Like, people there are kind of nice. The restaurants there have Lebanese restaurants, which I guess my parents like, which I don't because I hate Lebanese food. But, you know, at least everyone has something to like.
Okay, Yara, that is great, actually. That is great stuff. And just had one more question for you over here.
Okay.
Can you tell me more about if you gave Lebanon a 7/10, what would you give DC over a 10?
Maybe I would give DC a 9.5 plus a quarter out of 10.
Wow, that's so high.
I know.
Okay, excellent. How much would you give Indianapolis then?
3 out of 10.
Wow, I thought you liked it. You cried when we left there.
Well, yeah, because I was visiting Lebanon.
Because what?
I was going to Lebanon.
Yes, but Lebanon is a 7/10, so you went to a better place.
I know, but I thought it was worth.
Yeah, but you were scared probably of the move.
Okay, fine. My friends are in Indianapolis. If you count my friends in Indianapolis, that would be a 10/10. But since we're not counting my friends in Indianapolis, it's a 3/10. Because
Okay.
I see it's nice.
Okay, Yara Diab, I want to thank you so much for your time. I know you're a very busy person and you
I'm
have a lot
not.
of other things to do right
I
now.
don't.
So I think we need to finish this conversation.
We don't.
So we can go back to monitoring the election results with Donald J. Trump. Okay, thank you
Did
very
I
much,
already
Yara Diab.
lose?
And I was very proud to
lost
host you
already.
over here. Bye.
Oh my god.